This video will share some tips and ideas on how you can create the perfect business card for your travel agency. And I'm Joni Ogg. I was recently going through a bunch of business cards, putting information from those people that I wanted to contact in the future into my CRM. And I noticed several things right off the bat that made some cards very useful and some others not so much. I also noticed that I gravitated to some cards and rejected others based solely on the card itself. So I thought it would be interesting to summarize the things that impacted my decisions. Following are some do's and don'ts that you should consider when designing and printing your business cards. Do you remember the movie American Psycho, where the Wall Street investment bankers spent hours critiquing every last detail of their business cards? They knew the power of personal branding. Your stationery, starting with your business card, is the foundation of your personal brand statement. Here are some of the key elements that you might want to consider. Without question, you should invest in a custom logo that shouts your particular niche or UVP. Your logo should be used everywhere so that your clients come to recognize it and associate it with your personal brand identity. Logos are much easier to have developed by using crowdsourcing sites such as 99designs.com, crowdspring.com, and others. Just Google crowdsource logo development and you're going to find hundreds of companies that specialize in producing logos. Be sure that your logo speaks to your specific value proposition to establish a strong personal brand. Also, while your logo will share your value proposition, don't make the card all about your logo. Subtle is really better here. Your logo tagline should clarify your UVP in a way that it motivates potential clients and tells precisely what you do and how they will benefit from booking their travel with you. Has someone ever handed you their business card and it was printed on flimsy paper? It gives one the impression that the organization that is distributing the business card is too cheap to afford quality paper to print their business cards on. Everything else being equal, the business card printed on the nicest paper, consistent with the logo and the messaging, is going to win every time. The weight of the cardstock and the texture are very important, and they send a strong subliminal statement to the person that's receiving the card. Have you ever tried to read a business card that has used unintelligible fonts? Stick with the tried and the true, easy to read fonts for your business card. Do not use type smaller than 10 points and always use a font built to be read at that size. If your target market is seniors, use the largest fonts that will work on your card. Don't make seniors get out of their magnifying glasses to try to read your card. The function of your business card is to enable folks to contact you, not to be a designer's idea of what your card should look like. Now sure, red ink looks great on that green background, but did you know that 8% of all potential male clients that are colorblind cannot see it? Avoid using reds, pinks, beiges, light greens, and derivative colors, especially if they're being printed over a picture or similar background. Use colors that are highly contrasting and use lots of white background on cards that have a substantial amount of text. Raised inks are also excellent if you sell luxury travel, as are contrasting colors such as a dark brown text on a very light beige background. And to really set your unique value proposition apart from everyone else's, consider using a 2-fold or 3-fold business card. We use a 3-fold card that is our mini brochure for the books that we write. This gives us 6 panels to advertise on, and once it's folded, it is the same size as a normal business card. We do get book orders from the cards all the time, so if your niche can be defined visually, consider using a die-cut business card that displays your niche. Here's an example. If you specialize in selling Regent 7 Seas luxury cruises, why not use a 2-fold card with a die-cut picture of the 7 Seas Voyager on the top panel? This will make it crystal clear what your specialty is. Now, it always amazes me when I hear seminar leaders suggest that the best way to get business is to hand out your business card to everyone you see. One supposed marketing guru advises to put stacks of them in restrooms in buildings where affluent people work. How do you respond to the endless onslaught of junk mail that arrives in your mail every day? If you want to reach thousands of people with your contact information, buy an advertisement. Indiscriminately handing out your business card will only cost you money and will do very little to advance your marketing effort. And the time to exchange business cards is after you have had a conversation with a potential new client and you've decided that they're worth a follow-up contact and inclusion on your CRM efforts. If you have had a conversation with a potential client and determined that they are not a viable prospect, do not present your business card even if it's asked for. Explain that you're contacting potential new clients and that while you thoroughly enjoyed your conversation with them, they do not seem to fit the profile of folks that are looking for your business and they may not wish to be engaged in your outreach program. Once you have determined a potential new client is consistent with your client profile, ask for their business card and/or contact information, if it's all right, and if you contact them in the future. Be sure to write down a couple of key words that define your interest in them. If the potential client then asks for your business card, present it to them after you write down a couple of key words that will remind the client about your conversation with them. Once you return to your office, you should enter the client's information into your CRM program and include them in your ongoing outreach program. Your existing clients are friends with folks like themselves who would likely make great clients too. Your referral program should be packaged with a referral business card that identifies the person who referred the client and also opens the door for the referred client. Having a dedicated business card that fulfills this function is definitely the way to go. So as you can see, business cards should be an integral part of your marketing program. They should shout your value proposition and your personal brand, and they should be used to cultivate new potential clients. Think of the result that you want from your advertising materials. Thank you for watching this short tutorial. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Why not give it a like or a share? And if you would like to know when we release future tutorials, just subscribe to our channel.